Morning guys, it's February the 18th. I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group. I'm going to run through what I'm looking for the coming trading day. So again, we start with euro dollar. Now this one could be at a key point here. This could be the point where euro bounces. We have gone through, so on the daily we've pulled back to 38, so I was looking for this long anyway. We're back at a really good level of support at 111.20. It failed to break through here so many times, and we look like we are going to trade up now. So this is a past market angle taken from a similar move. This custom moving average is kind of looking like it wants to go and test that on the top side. And my first target up is 1170 on the way up, so that's what I'm looking for a first target. But if we get there, I then probably expect quite a deep pullback, because what happens normally is it's like a bottoming out sequence. So what it could go back and test sort of 111.30 area, even 111.20s again, and then we push up again and we take on 112. So on the top side, I think 111.60 and then 112.20. Interesting if we do get there, because I think that this could, I think that this one has clear space once it kind of gets up through 113.50. I think that the space higher is very clear. So I think euro could be a good buy, and I will certainly be playing the long side of this should I get a correct entry. So on reversals like this, potentially I just remove a bit of risk just in case I'm wrong and that we are still in a downtrend in this. But there's several signals for me that are showing me now that this market wants to move lower. So we have pulled back to 38, but we just failed to go through the 118 several times. That 111 level stood strong, and we have now started to break upwards. So that's what I'm looking for euro dollar. So cable's in a position that I just don't want it. I'm not interested in cable at the moment. It's just kind of dicked around yesterday up to 143.30. And then all the way back down again. We kind of went through 142 and back down to 142.30. Sorry. So it's just sideways. It's not a nice chart to trade. I want to let this show me the direction up through 143.30. I do expect this to go up and hit 143.70. So I am still a buyer of cable. So potentially false breakouts this morning. I will be looking to have a small amount long, because I do think that this rallies. I think the 38 should be hit. And actually, I think the easier trade is on the top side for this one. I think we're running into a bit of good resistance, good support down at, especially one down at 142.40, and I think a trade back up to 143.30 is pretty straightforward. So I think that I'm going to be looking for the long side of this. I'm certainly going to be potentially taking a small one. Should we break in anywhere around 42.50, 42.40, I'll be looking to have a bit of cable. I think dollar yen looks heavy again. I said this yesterday, we kind of went back and tested that ATMA. We have already tested it, which is good news today. So that has already been tested, so I do like it when that happens. It does look on a 15-minute chart, it does look like it is just making these high highs and high lows at the moment, and I think all it needs to do is break through this low, and then we're off, and then you can see it go through 113.40. So 113.75 first, then through 113.40, and then I think you're down, and then my target is down at 112.90. So that's what I'm looking for dollar yen. I am still short in this, but I do like it even lower. So I just think that this is a nice sequence here, and I think we just break through, because equivalently you could have that line in. That was a retest up there, and then it just makes a lower high and then goes. And that's on a 15-minute. So on an hourly, it does look like it's just, I mean, it's sideways, and it's not hugely volatile, but there's a few things on the top side in terms of the daily that I like about it. So I think that we do have another push down in dollar yen. Dollar CAD's a good one as well. This is a breakout, pure breakout. So I do expect to pull back. So what will happen when you break out of a range like this? We're not down at the next level of support yet. The next one down there is at 135.95. And then that's the big break through 135.95. The big breaks down to 134.30. So what I'm waiting for this one is a pullback, and I'm looking for any sort of way to get into this on the short side. So this was the big break yesterday. Nice retest of that level. So we could come back up and test this monthly level. 137.27 could be a really good opportunity to sell again. So what I'll probably be doing is, as soon as it does get back up there, then I'll be putting a past market angle in, or I'll be looking for a 15-minute setup to sell that. You go stop above here, or even go above sort of 137.60. I think gives you a little bit more safety, and then be looking to trade that down to the D, which is down there at 135.10. But interestingly, I have got this outer trend line, which looks like it's coming in at some point. So let's just have a look where this finishes. So yeah, it's okay. It's a touch off there. So yeah, I mean, on my daily chart, it looks a little bit different. So I know that's a daily line, so I'm not too interested on that on my hour, because obviously this is a daily chart that line was taken from. But I do think dollar CAD looks lower. So just await a pullback. Often with a big break of a level like that, it does need to pull back. So Aussie's at a good level up here. Aussie's really interesting. We're right at the top of the range here, bang right at the top of the range, and it's just ground higher. So this could be a 71.90 sell. So I think if you got in here, I mean, this is a lower high. You could even sell through here. So you could almost sell this on the way down. I think this is probably quite a good sell now. So if it closes below this 50 level. I think you could sell that, and I think you've got a fair amount of space downwards in this one. I think this kind of just grinds lower. I mean, we have pulled back. Everything's leading us higher, but I just don't like the way that this price action's kind of just ground higher. And I do expect you just got to place support and resistance in this. And we did hit resistance, and we are selling off since. So 71.90 was a good level. So I think that it might just come off there. We are 50 pips or so off that. So be careful in terms of selling it there. But I'll just be having a 15-minute counter trend line and looking to sell through that in Aussie. Kiwi. Again, I think it's got a little bit more space, so I think we potentially go up. I mean, that was a good level that it just rejected off again. I assume that that was a daily level that we just keep banging its head on. Yeah, so that's the level in there. So what's that? Let's change this on the day. Excuse me, guys. I'm just putting this level in on my daily charts. So that's 76.75. Okay. 66.75, sorry. So yeah, this looks like it could roll off again. We've pulled back very, very deep. So again, Kiwi's probably not one I'm going to play. I think it does look short. I sold it yesterday and was taken out of the market because this was my big break. But it seems like it doesn't want to go yet. So it's just going sideways. So you've got to just play it between support and resistance, guys. So other than that, I think pound CAD, pound yen all look good. I'll be playing Canadian dollar strength if we get that pullback into that area that we talked about, because I think that looks like a really high probability area that it will sell off through there. I like a bit of euro strength, continued euro strength, so that's what I'm going to be looking for that side. And apart from that, yeah, I think we could have a good trading day today. So I hope that's been useful, guys. Please comment anything in the box below. So always, your comments are always welcome, and I'll answer them, of course, as soon as I can. Obviously, click subscribe to never miss a video again. And yeah, I hope that's been useful, and happy trading. Thanks very much.